And welcome back to The Daily Show, everybody. Just kidding. It's The Daily Wrap. I'm Joe Concha. This was one Jon Stewart. Let's take a look. Back in 1999, talk about subtle changes over at The Daily Show. Well, there is one more subtle change coming. Jon Stewart, 52 years young, announced last night that he is leaving The Daily Show after 17 years. Let's take a listen.
Doug Herzog, Michelle Gainless of Comedy Central gave me an incredible opportunity 17 years ago to pilot this wonderful franchise. In my heart, I know it is time for someone else to have that opportunity. And not right away. It's going to be, we're still working out details, but this show doesn't deserve an even slightly restless host, and neither do you. It's been an absolute privilege. It's been the honor of my professional life. And I thank you for watching it, for hate watching it. You get in this business with the idea that maybe you have a point of view and something to express, and to receive feedback from that is the greatest feeling you can ask for. And I thank you.
Heartfelt, and as Stewart said, he has not announced any formal professional plans, but he does have a very important dinner in the books.
I don't have any specific plans. Got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of things in my head. I'm gonna have dinner on a school night with my family, who I have heard from multiple sources are lovely people.
Comedy Central had this to say about Stewart. For the better part of the last 2 decades, we have had the incredible honor and privilege of working with Jon Stewart. His comedic brilliance is second to none. Through his unique voice and vision, the Daily Show, has become a cultural touchstone for millions of fans and an unparalleled platform for a political comedy that will endure for years to come. And Jon will always be a big part of the Comedy Central family. So, Rick, Stewart definitely changed the landscape of fake news, obviously, and changed the political dialogue as well.
He did, and I was so pleased that he mentioned Doug Herzog, who originally hired him. Doug is an old friend of mine, one of the greats.
MTV, right?
Well, he started at Comedy Central, went to MTV.
Right.
That's right, wonderful guy. Yeah, I mean, look, you talk to a millennial, you talk to anybody young out there, they're getting their news from Jon Stewart. And I'm sure that whoever replaces them, they'll be getting their news from that person. It's a great format. He's a brilliant guy. We'll all miss him.
16 years, Noel, he's been doing this job. And it's a very formulaic show. It's obviously the story has changed, but it's more or less the same. You play a clip and maybe you take it out of context a little bit, and then he does the stupid face and the seals and the audience clap, and it's just been night and night again. It does incredible ratings, particularly in the demo. Yep. More young people get their news from Jon Stewart than say from a Brian Williams or a David Muir.
It's funny, I've done the Daily Show several times, and I may be on any network and do something, and I'll get a little bit of feedback here and there. When I do the Daily Show, I can't even go through the emails and the tweets and the things that I get. Not all good either. But I think that every good thing must come to an end. And I think you might be wrong on something. I think Jon Stewart is the Daily Show. And I think that we're about to find out if he has a replacement, that the Daily Show may be in another slot like The View, where it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo and nobody, loses viewers. Jon Stewart was the brand of that show.
Here's where you're wrong.
Craig Kilborn was great.
But, well, not so much Kilborn. Not so much Kilborn. I don't want to go back that far. Different show. When Stewart took off a whole summer to direct Rosewater, and John Oliver stepped in, it didn't miss a beat.
No, it didn't.
I say it's powered by the writing, by the writers, and by the fact that it's just the way they present that show. Stewart is great. I'm not taking away anything from him.
They knew he was coming back, so they had to still remain a loyal
the show
viewer.
Is awesome
they knew he was
still.
They're
coming
making a
back.
paycheck. I mean,
Let
that's
me
what.
win this point.
You're right.
They didn't miss a beat, and whoever they put in there,
and look at John Oliver's show now. It's a wonderful show over at HBO. There are people out there, the writers. You're right. It's the writers.
You're right, and Jenny,
the writers are great.
I'll get to what I think the point you're going to make in a moment,
Samantha
which
Bee
is
will
not
take it
only has the Daily Show had a huge impact on pop culture, but think of all the stars that Jon Stewart launched. He's like a mini Lorne Michaels. Here they are in no particular order: Stephen Colbert, Steve Carell, John Oliver, the aforementioned, Larry Wilmore, who now is Colbert's replacement, Ed Helms, you know him from The Hangover, Olivia Munn, most recently on HBO's The Newsroom, Michael Chi, who co-hosts Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, many, many others. Now, your final thoughts on Mr. Stewart?
Yeah, I think there are many correspondents at The Daily Show that are poised to take over. My vote is Jessica Williams. She's hilarious. She's smart. She was on the cover of Wired in January. And she has this whole idea of using celebrity culture to really get young people invested in actual issues. She says they're going to think they're getting dirt, but we're feeding them vegetables. I think that's brilliant.
That's the line we're going to end on, everybody. So I thank you, Jenny Crumpton and Rick Unger and Noel DeCord. You're great guest tonight. We appreciate you being here with us. It's The Daily Show from New York. Thanks, everybody. Good night.